So when the great Bob Bassen broke into the NHL a number of years ago, a lot of the media like me were happy to see him make the show because his father was probably one of the most respected backup goalies of the 1950s and 1960s, had great success in Chicago, Detroit, and Pittsburgh, was an original Pittsburgh Penguin, put up some decent numbers again, and the best thing you can say about Hank, when he got that big break with the Chicago Blackhawks, when he backed up Al Rollins, he drew a lot of hometown hero respect. Now, Hank Bassen, born Calgary, Alberta, December 6, 1932, unfortunately passed away in 2009 at the age of 76. It made front page news because he was that well respected and beloved by his fans of all ages. Now, his son, again, Bob Bassen, played 765 games in the NHL. Now, by my knowledge, ladies and gentlemen, he was also a Chicago Blackhawk star, so very rare that the father and son played for the same team. So in this case, it was a great legacy for Bob to follow in his father's footsteps. Now, Henry Bassen was also known as Red. Now, he began his NHL career in 1954 with the Blackhawks, and Bassen eventually left Chicago as a backup to have starting roles in the Western Hockey League for the Calgary Stampeders, Seattle Americans, and the original Vancouver Canucks, before moving on to Detroit Red Wings, where over 3 seasons he would serve as, again, the backup to the great Terry Sawchuk between 60 and 63. Now, during the 64 season, Bassen played 7 games with Indianapolis Capitals, Cincinnati Wings in the CPHL, and 26 games with the Pittsburgh Hornets of the AHL. Now, after spending most of the season with Pittsburgh, he returned to the Red Wings roster to serve backup once more, this time to Roger Crozier during the 80-64 NHL season. He eventually made it back to the NHL after 4 years out of the loop, with one final year with the Pittsburgh Penguins, kind of a sequel to the Hornets, backing up the great Les Binkley before retiring in 68. Now, after retiring, Bassen managed the junior Calgary Wranglers from 84 to 86, and again, 2 of his sons who skated for him went on to play professional hockey. And again, Bassen unfortunately passed away May 29th, 2009 of heart failure at the young age of 76. Now, awards and achievements are quite lengthy, so bear with me. Played with the Calgary Buffaloes for 3 seasons between 51 and 53, and the Chatham Maroons of the OHA Senior League at 54, where he skated in 55 games. Because of this, he was a WCJHL second All-Star team recipient in 1950, first All-Star team recipient in the WCHL in 52, and OHA Senior first team All-Star in 54, and eventually in the minors, that 1960 season was key. He was a WHL first All-Star team with Vancouver, where he had a tremendous record, ladies and gentlemen, of 44, 19, and 6 with 5 shutouts and a 2.45 average every game for Vancouver that year. Now, he won the Outstanding Goaltender Award for the WHL in recognition of fewest goals against, and again, 1960. And he was the Leader Cup MVP of the WHL, the co-winner with Guile Fielder in 1960. So, other significant years, ladies and gentlemen, and let's go over it very quickly. Buffalo Bisons, he won 26 games and 53 starts in 56. With the Stampeders, he was 29, 35, and 4 in 68 games at 57. Seattle in 58, 27, 27, and 6. Springfield in 59, 13, 14, and 2. Again, Chicago 4-9-8 in 55, 2-9-1 in 56, with Detroit 13-12-9 in 61, 9-12-6 in 62, Detroit in 63, 6-5-5. Last game with Detroit was 64. Pittsburgh Hornets, the big career year there, 65, 24, 25, and 7. Then back with Detroit as the backup. 66 their playoff run, 3-3, and 67 2-4. And again, that last season in Pittsburgh, 7-10-3 and 25 games. And overall NHL totals 156, 46 wins, 65 losses, 31 ties with 5 shutouts, and an impressive 2.97 average. Now, NHL playoff totals, he played 1 game in 61 and 1 in the Stanley Cup chase in 66. So a 1-3 record in 5 games. But his best year as in the playoffs was, of course, in 1960, where he had great success in the postseason with a 9-2 record and 11 starts with a stellar 1.90 average. But if you're looking at the great campaigns, ladies and gentlemen, for me, 1960 really stands out. Again, 245 average in 4,220 minutes played. Just a tremendous season for Hank. Now, if anybody can find me some of Hank Bassen's game tape, there might be some with some of the Detroit games in the mid-1960s. If I'm not mistaken, there might be some tape with the Detroit Red Wings tribute sites on YouTube. I would check it out. A very interesting goalie style. Not really stand-up, not really what they call flopsy as Dominic Hasek. 5'10", 180. He could fill the cage, and a very cerebral guy. I've seen him interviewed for various Calgary and Edmonton media. A very smart cookie. Anyway, and Bob had a lot of his father's traits because Bob got some weird assignments, especially when he was playing in Quebec as one of the few non-Francophone players on the team in that 1980s, 90s era of the, what they call the golden dynasty of the Nordiques. Like I said, very interesting career. So I really believe that as the years go on, people will appreciate Hank Bassen a little bit more for obvious reasons, because seeing a player like him playing Detroit, a very what they call popular city for hockey, and he played a big part in putting the stabilized Detroit. Detroit at the time, out of the 1950s dynasty, they were always the number 3 team behind Chicago and Montreal, Toronto as well. Like I said, they were always fighting to get the playoffs, and it wouldn't be for Bassen, he wouldn't have made the playoffs. But that 66 title run, like I said, a lot of memories for the Red Wings fans. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing here on our podcast channel, give us a like, comment, and subscribe. We continue to pass milestones. For 2021, ladies and gentlemen, we passed 100,000 page views with no monetization, no promotion. It's all word of mouth. We thank you to listeners. If you like what we're doing here, pass it on to your friends. But as we like to say at the drive-in up in Beresford, New Brunswick, if you don't like what we're doing, don't tell nobody. Have a good day. Bye.